Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're going into another round of my top 25 of 2025 blind tournament, and I'll try to find out the best bourbon of 2025. Just to let you guys know, I tried to do this whole series without knowing what was going on, how I was gonna do that, because I think some of you guys are confused because I talked to you guys. So I was gonna record all 8 videos, at least the 7 videos after the play-in round, and then edit them once I finished recording all of them, so I wouldn't know what actually happened. So I was on a good roll. I recorded the play-in rounds and the first 2 groups, and then I got sick for about 8-ish days. Now, I wasn't too sick, just like a cold, nothing big, not a big deal at all, but I didn't want to impact this tournament. Luckily, I was ahead a week, but what that has caused is that now I do know the results of the first 2 groups. Everything's still gonna be blind. I just now know like what 2 bottles went to the final and what 2 bottles went to the second chance round. Can I tell you off the top of my head right now what those bottles were? Nope. So, you know, I probably won't remember anyways. I do know those things. It's still blind, like the group I'm in today. No idea what group we're in today. So I'll make sure I'll put that on the screen for you guys so you know. I'm sure it's in the thumbnail, but I might be putting the thumbnails with the black bottles. So you guys probably would have seen that before I'm actually editing this. But remember, I always put the bottle names in the description, so it's not really a secret. It's always there. YouTube loves the black bottles, a mystery, gets more clicks, so whatever. Anyways, I just want to get that out of the way so you do know that there was a break here. But I have been drinking. It's not like I haven't been drinking. I had a Whiskey Cigar Club, got notes. You know, I went to a Tater event the other day, got a Stag Junior. Had a couple guys over for drinks and some cigars. So it's not like I haven't been drinking. I just didn't want to impact this tournament at all. So, but I feel pretty good now. No issues. Again, it was just a little cold. Not a big deal at all. So let's get into today's, one other thing. During that time, I put up a new shelf over here. I'm not sure how long that shelf's gonna be there for. I might change it to my original plan, but just in case you notice a lot more lights over here, that's what it is. It's a whole new shelf. All right, let's get into the blind. All right, so it does feel like I haven't recorded in a while, and that definitely has. It's probably the longest break I haven't recorded a video in actual real time, but man, I feel a little rusty. All right, so the nose on A, bright cherry, sweet, candy, nutty, peanut. It wasn't like peanut buttery, but like a real peanut, you're cracking peanuts, and oak. Typical bourbon profile on the nose, nothing too crazy. Definitely sweeter, on the sweeter side though. Let's go to B on the nose. All right, B, very interesting on the nose because it kind of was like 2 profiles together. So it was very dark. So with the dark profiles, like the earthy, funky, dark cherry. Then on the other side was your sweet brown sugar, peanut butter. So those 2 put together, good nose, but you know, kind of, I don't know if they were complementing each other or fighting each other, but definitely different. Let's go to C. All right, so C on the nose, way more lighter in profile with strawberry Laffy Taffy, vanilla, red fruits, tropical fruits, and mango. So very fruit forward. I did get some funkiness, but overall it was a lot of like the lighter fruit direction. Well, all the noses have been unique. Let's go to D. All right, another different nose. So it started off very woody. Woody, a spice, like spice wood, oak, darker than C, which C was the lightest one anyways. There was some sweetness, peanut butter, walnuts, blackberries. Good. I didn't like so much the woodiness, so forward of the wood in the beginning, but overall, you know, just different, but good. Let's go to E. Oh, another unique nose. It's crazy. So I remember like the last round I did before this, which is the last video you guys saw, but for me, it's been like a while. Feels like a while. A was kind of reminding me of that round where it was like a lot of prototypical kind of bourbons. This is all over the place. E is funky, earthy, cola, leather, jammy, like dark jam. All of these on the nose, very unique from each other. So we'll see how they are on the palate. So let's go to A. All right, so going off of kind of the nose where it's kind of like a pretty normal bourbon. Red Jolly Rancher, sweet. It is thin. That's first sip of the day, so we'll see. Red fruit, runts banana, leather oak, and on the finish, nutty, vanilla ice cream, and red fruit. The finish also didn't seem to be all that strong, but again, first sip, so let's go to the second sip. Still overall light. I did get honey on the palate this time and banana cream pie on the finish, but none of it's intense. This is very delicate, flavorful, sweet. Nothing wrong with it. All very good notes, but it's not like in your face. And I like my bourbon in my face or all over my table. One of the two. Third sip. So it's good. Nothing really new there. It's very red fruit forward on the palate, and the finish isn't, again, it's overall not very intense. So I kind of put a score right now, just kind of remember, but I kind of scored a 3.75. But we'll get to the scoring at the end. Let's go to B. All right, so B, way more intense than A. A much darker profile in general. Oak, black marker. It was kind of there pretty strong in the beginning, but faded pretty quickly. We'll see if it's there again on the next couple sips. Red fruit, bright cherry, strawberry, peanut, cherry cola. And on the finish, vanilla fudge, nutty, cherry almonds. It's a roller coaster of flavors. They're really good, except for the black marker note. On the linger, currently, it's not my favorite nutty note, but we'll see. Second sip. That second sip is gonna be pretty hard to beat, let me tell you. The palate is just dark richness. It's crazy good. Spice, vanilla, on the finish, oak and sweet. Overall, it's like a darker profile, but so many fruits and oak and sweetness and some spice. Very well balanced, very complex. And this time on the linger is a slight banana note. Banana. One more sip. Oh boy. So on the third sip, I didn't even want to write these notes down. They're quick, but I did get them. If I got a good note and it was quick, I would write it down. Overall, still very good, but I was gonna score pretty high. It's gonna come down a little bit. We'll see how it does. I got some pool water notes like chlorine on the palate. Again, quick. It wasn't there long, but man, that was interesting. And some candle wax note. Both these notes I've never said before. Very interesting to me. But a little bit of candle wax on the palate and on the finish. But again, both those were quick. They weren't very intense. Overall, still very, very good. But, you know, I was going to score this pretty up there and gotta lower a little bit. So we'll go like a 4.1 for now. People at home right now are like, you just score something that tastes like pool water, a 4.1. I know you people. I know what you're saying. I would say the same thing. I watch a lot of whiskeytube. Let's go to C. I wouldn't say it's the most complex pour, but it is very rich and delicious. Strawberry, a little bit bready, vanilla, nutty, oak, strawberry cheesecake with marshmallow or cream. On the finish, vanilla, strawberry, oak, red fruit. The linger's good. Everything about this pour is delicious, not complex, at least on the first sip, but we'll see how the second sip goes. I absolutely love the palate. I like the finish. A little bit more notes on the palate. Red fruit, red Jolly Rancher. Again, the palate, I just absolutely love the palate on this. The finish, kind of lose a little bit of points, but we'll see. Not sure where I was. My wife came over here and talked to me real quick. I think I was talking about the finish. Vanilla, no new notes on the finish. The finish is okay. Palate, love. Let's go to third sip. Okay, so on the palate this time, again, the palate's sensational. I got like a little bit of French oak influence, which none of these should have any kind of anything kind of finishes. Not toasted, not double oak, nothing. But I was kind of getting that vibe a little bit this time. And on the finish, some spice. Overall, love the palate a lot. With finish, maybe just coming off of that amazing palate for me, that kind of goes down a little bit. Overall, love what C is. So I'm gonna score that like a 4.35. Since I'm debating between a 4.3 and a 4.4, why not? Okay, let's go to D. Again, very unique from the other ones. This one's very woody overall. So woody, spice, dark, oak, sweet, dark chocolate, dark fruits, earthy. On the finish, oak, earthy, nutty, dark, spice, cigar, woody. Complex, but it's around that woody note. A decent amount of earthiness with it. Definitely a profile that you would have to really enjoy. I can kind of see people not liking that so much. Second sip. So I didn't actually write any new notes. I wrote so many the first time. It's less woody though overall, which is funny because the first sip was so wood heavy. This is more darker, nutty earthiness there too. There's a good amount of sweetness though in the dark fruits. Whatever this is doing to my mouth, I'm enjoying. I do really enjoy that palate and the finish. I almost feel like I'm not explaining how good it really is. Maybe I can do that after the third sip. Got some walnuts on the palate this time, dark fruits on the finish, and white chocolate, which I'm pretty sure I've never said white chocolate before. Overall, really enjoyed D a lot. It is a different profile, but it is doing it for me today. So I'm gonna give that 4.2. Curious how much I'm gonna adjust these scores when I go back and forth. Okay, let's go to E. Well, that was definitely unique. On the palate, cola, dark overall, leather, crafty, spice, woody. Hate when I can't read my own handwriting. And a new note, I'm pretty sure I've never said, black olives, which I love black olives. I know some people don't like black olives. And it was a decent amount. It wasn't like something that just came and went. It was a decent amount of black olive, which crazy. On the finish, dank, coffee, earthy, dark, espresso. That is the linger. It's just espresso all in my mouth right now. So very unique for sure. Let's go second sip. Second sip, cigar on the palate, dark chocolate on the finish. A lot of the same notes again. It is good. I do enjoy this. It's just bizarre. It's very different. Again, something I can see people not really gravitating to just because it's so unique and they might not like that dankness. There's definitely a decent amount of dankness in glass E. One more sip. All right, so I got Dr. Pepper on the finish. So overall, very good. I'm gonna put that around like a 4.1. I got a lot of high scores. So, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna drink some water, take a little pause, and then I'll come back here and do my thing. All right, let's get back into these. Took a break, drank some water. Definitely after coming off of E where it's very unique, definitely wanted to reset my palate. But we are starting back at A, because that was my lowest scoring. Okay, took my 2 sips and nothing too new. It is very banana forward. It just, going through all of them, it is in last place for a reason. It's gonna stay in last place. I'm just gonna keep that at 3.75. It is very good, nothing wrong with it at all. Delicious. It just isn't on these 4 level. Okay, so then I got a tie for 4.1. Eesh. I don't want to go back to the same direction, but do I want to go here again? Well, so what we're gonna do. So much of the cola and coffee notes. I don't think E's gonna end up moving forward. Possibly, we'll see. Probably not. But man, that bottle, whatever that bottle is, that is the perfect like conversation starter with someone that wants to like try like crazy different bourbons or have like unique notes. Whatever E is, that is out there. So let's go to B. B is delicious. None of the off-putting notes I was getting before. Looking at them, checking to make sure they're not there after a couple sips. It is just a rich, nice bourbon. I'm gonna bump it up to a 4.2 for now, which means now it's tied with D. Well, I don't know which one I like better. Okay, so I gotta go back between these two. I gotta figure out which out of these two I like better. But then I still gotta go back to C, but I need to differentiate something here. Okay, what I just did there is I drank some water, went from B, then to D. D is ahead right now. It's just more intense, richer flavors. This time I'm gonna take some water, drink D, then go to B and see if D still wins. These are both incredible. I can't figure out a winner, so what I'm gonna do is just put it to the side for right now and confirm that C is in first place. Because if it's not, it makes my life a little bit easier, I guess, a little bit. But let me go back to C real quick. I'm not sure that's better than B and D right now. What is happening? Yeah, we can eliminate A. I'm just gonna put that away. Just for my brain here. E, fantastic, and a crazy pour. Absolutely think it's a crazy pour. So let's put away E. So A scored 3.75, E scored a 4.1. In case you're scoring at home. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll go this direction. We'll go to D, C, B. Well, that was very difficult, and any 3 of these could be bourbon of the year. These are all fantastic bottles. What I will say is during my extended break, I thought about like, the second chance brackets, 5 bottles. It could be bigger. It could be 6 bottles. So I already thought about maybe extending it. I can kind of see where, based off of maybe overall score, 2 of these go to second place bracket. Because I loved all 3 of these. In third place, B with a 4.25. The bottle going to the final rounds for sure is C with a 4.35 and D we'll move on to the second chance bracket, the 4.3. B has a chance to make that depending on overall score for like all the third place finishers. So basically whoever wins out of the third places probably will get there. I'll probably do a 6-way blind, you know, just to throw more bottles and samples out there for you guys. And talking about samples, let's do a giveaway. So if you would like to win an ounce sample of all 5 bottles in today's video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment, let me not mess it up this time, with 4 capital TOP25, 4 top 25. I'll have to come back and edit that again. We'll see what I did today, because I can kind of, you know, the last video were like, they're all good. These are all good too, but I was definitely struggling here today with these 3 for sure. And even E was also really, really good, but just, I think, too much of a different outside profile that these were just hitting my palate a bit more. But E, man, that is a conversation piece. A, also pretty good, but not on this level of these 3 right here. These 3 definitely great, great bourbons. So don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.